Welcome everyone. Let's take a moment to get comfortable. Maybe light a candle and some incense. I have my black candle here for the new moon. And I have my sandalwood incense, which is my absolute favorite. Let's clear the air a little bit. I also have a moonstone crystal. I recommend this stone for Cancerian energy, and Cancer is associated with the moon. The moon is the ruling planet of Cancer. Now let's take a breath together. Hold your crystal. Place a hand or two over your heart and breathe in. And out. In and out. In and out. That felt so much better. Tonight, as we honor the new moon in Cancer, we're stepping into the sacred space of nurturing emotional wisdom and, of course, the divine feminine. We're going to be talking about the ancient Lemurians, how they lived, and how it reflects the healing energy this new moon brings. The Lemurians were highly ancient. They predated the Atlantean civilization, and they lived in deep spiritual connection with the earth, the moon, and each other. Basically all of nature. Their culture was based on unity, intuition, and energy alignment. Think of it as a society where everyone was valued for who they are as a soul, instead of what they could produce or what they could achieve, like it is in today's society. Their society was more fluid and heart-centered. It's rumored that they communicated telepathically because they didn't need words. Like, everything was energetically based. Everyone had a soul role, and it was a purpose based on their individual gifts. Like, somebody was a healer or a crystal keeper, or somebody that communicated with nature, or somebody that was an emotional guide, kind of like what a therapist is today. Nobody was above anyone else, and there was no hierarchical structure like how we have the government and kings and queens and things like that today. Instead, they lived in cooperative harmony, and they were guided by the wisdom of the divine feminine. They revered the feminine, that was their whole life. They just lived in harmony with the feminine principle and with nature, and everything just flowed so smoothly for them. They were very adept at connecting with their intuition, their empathy, and their emotions, and speaking the truth. And I think this energy that the Lemurians had is related to the energy that this Cancer new moon brings. Cancer, like I said, is ruled by the moon, and the moon is the cosmic mother, which governs emotions, inner truth, intuition, and safety. So I think that this new moon wants us to really think and take a look deep within and get us to remember that our feelings are sacred, that true leadership comes from compassion, and that spiritual living is rooted in emotional intelligence and care. So this is your chance to remember what it means to lead with the heart. Let's pause for a moment and feel into this. Where am I still trying to prove my worth instead of honoring my essence? How would I show up differently if I lived in harmony with my energy? Honoring your energetic cycles, not anybody else's. What would it look like to value emotional wisdom as much as productivity? How different would the world be if that's actually how it was? Let those questions land in your body, not just in your mind. Maybe journal on them after this session. And if you feel called, take a few quiet moments and ask your higher self, what is my soul role in this lifetime? Everybody has this question. What is my life purpose? Don't force an answer. Just allow an image, a word, even a feeling to come through. You may be here to nurture, to guide, to create beauty, to heal, or even to protect the earth. Whatever comes up, just trust it. That's that Lemurian wisdom, I think, that was passed on that you're remembering. And as we move through this new moon in Cancer, set an intention. It could be to soften your natural rhythm. Perhaps move slowly, be more fluid, go with the flow. Don't force or control things. Trust your emotions. Honor your soul's gifts, even if the world doesn't understand you yet. We all have moments like this. So the moon helps us to tap into these inclinations and intuitions that we have about ourselves and possibly our past lives. And, you know, we could be remembering that this is part of who we are and who we used to be and how civilization used to be eons ago. We don't know. But thank you so much for being here with me and choosing to walk the softer, wiser path, the journey to self-exploration. And I hope you find what it is that you're looking for.